Hi everybody, welcome to this evening's class. Tonight we're going to do chair-based exercise. So for the whole class, I'm going to stay in the chair. I'm not going to leave the chair at all. So before we go any further, class is open to absolutely everybody, every age, every ability. Okay, so what I want you to do, most of you will be able to do most of the movements. Some of you won't be able to do some of the movements, but what I want you to do is take part in as many movements as possible. That's the idea. So open to absolutely everybody, every age, every level of ability. Do your own thing. Take part as much as you can, okay, at a level that you're comfortable with, okay? So tonight I'm just going to be using body weight for the exercises, okay? But what I've done is I've looked around the house to see what I could find in order to show you what you can use if you don't have equipment at home. Of course, I've always got a couple of dumbbells lying about, so you can use dumbbells for this. What else have I found? Tins, okay, so they're about half a kilogram each, so about a pound each. You can use these as well. Juice bottles, so a bottle like that, 1 litre, if that's full to the top, that's a kilogram, so that's just over 2 pounds. Use something like that. Bags, stuffed with bags, you'll see what I'm going to use that for later on, okay, just a bag full of bags, or a little football, alright, so things I found around the house. And then finally, bags again, okay, so these are brilliant because you can use these as dumbbells, and actually what I've got in here is a pair of runners, so all I would need to do is get another bag and throw another pair of runners into that to make them even, so then I would have 2 dumbbells. So loads of ways to increase the level of resistance. So I'm going to use body weight tonight, but if you want to increase the level of resistance, once you get used to the exercises, use your weights, look around your house, get creative. So there's loads of ideas there what you can use. Another way to progress this, if you want to work a little bit of cardiovascular training, get that heart rate up, is to increase the rate of movement. So just train a little faster, okay? Most movements we're going to be doing 10 or working for 20 seconds. So you move a little quicker, you can get the heart rate up. Apart from that, do your own thing. That's the most important part. Do your own thing, because I'm conscious of the different levels of ability that's going to be working on this class. Because I know a few people have messaged me about it. So I know there's a broad spectrum looking to do this chair-based activity. Open to everybody, let's get stuck in. So ideally what you want, a nice comfortable chair with arms on it. Don't panic now if you don't have arms, and don't panic if you don't have the bits and pieces on the floor. When you're doing the video again, you can always gather up those. Armrests on the chair, particularly look if you're haven't got a strong core, unsteady on your feet, or maybe don't have the use of your lower limbs. Definitely now I would recommend arms. Not essential, but if you do feel that you're more secure with armrests, get yourself a chair with arms on it. Ideally sitting up at 90 degrees, okay? So before we start, we're just going to go through a little warm-up, gentle mobility warm-up, and then the idea what we're going to do is a little bit of a pulse raiser, get that heart rate up a little bit. What we're going to do is an upper body movement, a lower body movement, a core movement, and a little cardio movement. So a little bit of everything, something there for everybody. So we'll get started first of all. So ideally what I'd like you to do is not lean back against your chair. If you can, scooch forward and sit up tall. If you can, you're sitting up tall, arms nice and relaxed. So you're going to try and hold that posture, shoulders back but relaxed, the chest is open, sit up tall. That's quite challenging in itself to hold that posture. If you're tired at any stage or during the recovery, just slink back into the chair. Okay, so let's sit up tall, shoulders back, open up the chest. Let's start with the head and the neck. So ear to the shoulder, little semicircle round to the other shoulder. So just rolling the head to the front, shoulder to shoulder. We'll do 10 of these. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to the center. Hold that posture. I'm going to keep cueing you on that. Hold that posture. Sit up nice and tall. Ear to the shoulder and drop the head in behind. Shoulder to shoulder. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Let the neck and head do the work. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And back to the center, sitting up tall. At any stage you want, just sit back and relax, take a little breather, then sit up tall again. So we're up tall, we've done the neck, let's work down to the shoulders. Again, hands resting your legs, nice and relaxed. So we're going to do forward rolls with the shoulders. So let's start small, little movements from the shoulders. We'll do 10 of these, but every time you finish one circle, let the next circle be a little bigger. So that's 4, 5, really working those shoulders, that full range of movement. 7, 8, 9, 10. Same thing, but in reverse. Okay, the opposite direction. Start small, little circles. There's 1, 2, let them grow in size. 3, 4, sitting up tall. 5, 6, 7, try not to slouch. 8, 9, 10. Take a little breather if you want. If you need to sit back, that's fine. Okay, so if you're watching this video again, feel free to pause at any time. Take as much rest as you want and then carry on again. Okay, that's the idea. Even if you use tonight as a guide and then repeat the exercise again when you've got the equipment. So right, let's sit up tall. We'll go for the butterfly arms. So hang the arms on the outside of your chair. Now, if you need the stability and the support of the chair, sit back into the chair if you want, okay? Otherwise, let's sit up tall. So butterfly arms. So all I want you to do, we're going to do 10 of these. We're going to take a breath in and lift the arms up till you feel the weight of your own arms, and then back down, breathe out. So breath in, similar to Pilates movements, breath out. So the idea is by the time we get to number 10, we're reaching straight up overhead. Okay, so arms out at your sides, you're looking straight ahead, shoulders back and relaxed, the chest is open. Breath in and lift. Number 2. So every time you breathe in, lift the arms a little higher. 3. Hold that posture up nice and tall. 4. 5. 6. Sit up tall. 7. A little higher each time. 8. 9. And number 10. Well done. Excellent. Sit back if you need to. Okay, relax, give the back a little rest, only if you need to. Okay, so now we're going to work down into our legs. We're going to start now with a little hip flexor. So that's the part here just at your hips, okay, where the upper body meets the lower body into the legs. So all I want us to do is sit up tall if you want, otherwise sit back into the chair and hold on to the arms if you want for a little bit more security and stability. So all I want us to do, feet are flat on the floor, feet are slightly apart, and all I want you to do is lift your knee straight up into the air and put the foot back down gently. So we're going to do 20 of these. So it's knee straight up, foot down gently. So we're going to do a left, right, up to number 20. So sitting back into the chair, hands supported if you want, otherwise perch up in front, sit up tall, use your back and those core muscles to keep you in that position, and let's go for 20 little knee lifts. So we're marching on the spot. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, up to number 20. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that's us work through those hip joints there now. So the next big joint we come to are the knees. So hold that position again, okay, if you can, sit up nice and tall, otherwise scooch back into your chair, your back supported, holding onto the arms, whichever you're comfortable with. I'm going to scooch forward here and sit up tall. So all we're going to do now is work the knee, that knee joint gently. So the feet should be directly underneath the knees. We're going to sit up tall. All I want you to do is just from the knee, so using the knee, I want you to straighten the leg, not all the way, most of the way, till your heel touches the floor, okay? Then bring the foot back in again, so your foot touches the floor. So heel, foot, heel, foot. So sit up nice and tall. We're going to do 10 on the left, 10 on the right. So straighten the leg out most of the way, not all the way, till the heel touches the floor and back in. Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and change over. 1, and try not to lean to the other side. So try to stay up nice and tall and centered. That's 3, 4, hold that posture if you can. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. So now we'll move down to the ankles, okay, the last significant big joint that we have down there. So again, that seated position, sitting back supported or sitting upright holding yourself up, whichever you want. So all I want us to do now is do a heel, toe, heel, toe. So the movement is going to come from the ankle. Okay, so just lift the knee slightly, and now the movement's going to come from the ankle. So heel to the floor, toe to the floor, heel to the floor, toe to the floor. Let's go. 3, 4, 5, 6, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, and swap over. Heel, toe. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sit up tall. 6, 7. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, and relax. Slide yourself back and take the pressure off. Okay, get yourself supported back there. So that's the warm-up. So we're going to get into the main body. So what I'm going to do at the start here now is just a little pulse raiser, just to lift the heart rate a little bit more. Okay, so now's when you take control of the exercises. Okay, so what we're going to do is a 20-second arm sprint. Okay, so 20 seconds just pumping the arms as if you're sprinting, but you're just using the arms. Remember, the movement's coming from the shoulders. So we're not doing this, okay? It's not coming from the elbow. When you run, the movement comes from the shoulders. So 20 seconds as fast as you can, whatever you're comfortable with, okay? Then finish that, then we're going to do 20 seconds just with the knees, okay? As if we're running on the spot. All right, holding on supported. So we can start with the upper body first. You go to a speed that suits you. So when you're ready, either sitting back and supported, or sitting up, perched up on the front of your chair, shoulders back, spine long and strong. Let's get the hands out. Are you ready? We're going to go for 20 seconds here now. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and relax. Brilliant, well done. Okay, so we're going to take that sprint now, take it downstairs and work the legs. So if you want, hold on to the arms, slide yourself back, bit of support, bit of security there. So now we're going to imagine that you're running on the ground. All right, we're going to lift those knees up and down, and come down gently. Okay, we don't want any shock going through the feet. Look off to the joint. So up and down at a speed you can manage, but again, 20 seconds. So sitting back supported or perched up. Support your spine, shoulders back, chest open. Let's go for 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pick up the speed. 8, 9, 10. Good posture. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and relax. Perfect, well done. Take a little breather there now if you want. So now we're going to get into our first little cycle. So what I have ahead of us now is 12 exercises broken down into little groups. So 4 exercises, 4, 4. Actually, what have I got? No, I've got 4 sets, so 16 exercises, okay? So what's going to happen there's going to be an upper body exercise, a lower body exercise, a core exercise that you're going to do from your chair, okay, and then a little cardio to keep that heart rate up. All right, so it'll be 10 reps of everything, and now you decide. Are you using some of the toys that you found around the house? You're going to use some of the equipment. You decide the weights and you decide the pace, but we're going to go for 10 of these. So I'll demonstrate the movement first and then we'll get into it. So 10 side arm raises. So sitting up tall or back supported, whichever you prefer. You can even start sitting up tall, and if your back starts to tire, slide yourself back in and make sure the back's fully supported and carry on. So sitting up tall, feet hip width apart underneath you, arms out to the sides, your little weights, your plastic bags, your tins of tomatoes, whatever you want, your juice bottles, anything at all in your hands. So it's going to be shoulders back, chest open. We're going to lift the arms out to the sides so the elbows are around shoulder height, and then back down with control. No swinging, okay? So it's not this, all right? We'll sit up tall, let the shoulders do the work, all right? So every time you move, take a breath. Let's go for 10 of these. So breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold that posture up nice and tall. 8, 9, 10, and relax. So let's go downstairs, let's go down to the legs. So what we're going to do is a little side leg step, okay? So at the moment, both feet are pointing straight ahead. We're going to pick one leg, okay? So maybe you pick your left leg, and what we're going to do is lift that leg out to the side, back to the center, out to the side, back to the center. So it's working the abductor, the side of the hip here. So if you want to bring a little resistance into this, if you're using your left leg, take your left hand and put it outside your leg, push across that way. So you're going to use your hand to resist your leg. So sit up tall, you're going to lift out to the side, keep resisting, keep pushing against your leg with your hand, back in again. So we're going to do 10 on the left, 10 on the right. So get the posture sorted out, sitting back, sitting up tall, looking straight ahead, hold that position. Let's go out to the side and back in. That's 1, 2, 3. Keep using your hand as resistance. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, we're going to swap over to the other side. So right leg, right hand on the outside of the leg for a little bit of resistance. So what would be really good here, if you did have them, would be bands, the little mini bands you get. You can wrap those around your knees just above or below the knee. It would be really good for this exercise from a seated position. So up tall, we're going out to the right hand for a little bit of resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep using your hand as resistance. 8, 9, 10, and relax. Okay, let's go for the core. So we're going to do 20 stomach crunches. Okay, so you can do these in a seated position, no problem at all. So get two fingers. Okay, what I want you to do is poke them into your belly, just to the size of your belly button. Okay, feel if it's a little bit firm or a little bit squidgy. Okay, so what I want you to do is take a breath in and take a breath out. And as you take a breath out, I want you to tighten those tummy muscles and poke yourself into the tummy. Okay, so it should look something like this. Breath in, breath out, and I'm poking myself into the tummy muscles nice and tight. When I take the breath in, I'm going to relax. Take the breath out, I want to poke myself into the tummy. Let's do 20 of these, so 20 breaths. You ready? Fingers just on either side of the belly button. Take a breath in, breath out, and squeeze. 1, breath in, relax, breath out, squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breath in, breath out, squeeze. Breath in, breath out. That's 10. 11. Squeeze those tummy muscles when you breathe out. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. And relax. So making those stomach muscles work really tight. Alright, well done. That's 20. Let's do a little bit of cardio now. So what I want you to do is imagine you're skipping, okay? You've got the skipping rope in your hands, okay? Skipping rope in both hands. Now you can use your legs if you want. If you're not in a position to do that, leave them exactly where they are. Let's work the upper body. So doing that little swinging circular motion as if you're swinging. Now if you want to bring the legs into it, you can bring a little swing into it. So now with upper body and lower body going at the same time. So either all upper body or upper and lower, okay? Or maybe lower only. It's entirely up to you, work to your own ability. So we're going to go for 20 seconds of this. Are you ready? Grab that skipping rope, that imaginary skipping rope. Sitting up tall, either back supported or sitting up in front of the chair. Hands out to the sides, and let's start skipping for 20 seconds. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Well done, perfect. All right, that's the first little cycle over. Now we go on again. Upper body, lower body, core, cardio. All right, we're always going to finish with that 20-second skip. So, bicep curls. Working this joint here, this muscle here. All right, and it's a pulling movement. You're going to pull something towards yourself. So maybe you're going to grab the dumbbell, kettlebell, plastic bag with a couple of towels in it. All right, So do the same on the other side, plastic bag with a couple of towels in it. That's the movement we're looking for there, all right? So I'm not going to use any equipment. Use whatever you have available to you, okay? So sit up tall, either back supported or perched at the front of your chair, shoulders back, chest open. Now let's straighten those arms down. So the chest is open, arms are hanging down at the side. So keep an eye on me first of all. I'm going to curl up. The only thing moving now is the elbow joint, curling up towards my shoulders, even with no weights, okay? I'm going to squeeze my bicep really, really tight. So I'm going to come up, squeeze the bicep, and then reach back down and relax, okay? So breath in, breath out, squeeze, and relax. So let's go for 10 of these, both arms at the same time. You ready? Breath in, and 1. Breath in, 2. Breath in, squeeze. 3. Breath in, and out. 4. Breath in, and out. 5. Breath in, and out. 6. Breath in, and out. 7. Breath in, breath out. 8. Breath in, reach all the way down. 9. Breath in, 10. Brilliant. Okay, so put the equipment down if you're using it. That's working the biceps. Okay, so the last movement we did for the legs, we were working the outside of the leg. This time we're going to work the inside of the thighs. Okay, quite a difficult place to work. So that's where the little ball comes into place. If you have a ball, like a plastic ball, you put it between your knees, between your thighs. And what we're going to do is going to squeeze inwards, okay, bringing the legs together, squeeze and release, squeeze and release. And what I actually did, I got loads and loads and loads and loads of plastic bags. Same thing. Get a couple of towels, wrap them up in a big ball, a hoodie, anything at all, a jacket, something that you can squeeze against, okay? So put that between my knees. There it is, sitting perfectly, every bit as good as the ball. Sit up tall, supported, or in the front of your chair. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a breath in and take a breath out. You're going to squeeze those thighs together. Breath in as you relax the legs. Be careful that the bags or the ball doesn't drop between your knees. Just enough that you take the pressure off. Breath in, breath out, and squeeze together. So when you're ready, we're going to do 10 of these. So breath in, breath out, and squeeze. 1. Breath in, spread the knees, breath out, squeeze the knees. Breath in, spread the knees, breath out, squeeze the knees. That's 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Squeeze. 8. Squeeze. 9. Squeeze. 10 and relax. So that's your plastic bags or your football, okay? So done upward, done lower. Let's go for the core. So what we're going to do is 20 twists, okay? So I call these watch twists. So if you have a watch on, it doesn't matter if you don't. What you're going to do is cross your arms in front of you. Again, sitting up tall if you can, perched at the front of your chair. If you need the support, sit back into your chair, back supported. Sit up tall, as tall as possible, lengthen your spine, feel nice and strong. What I want you to do is pretend you have a watch on, or you are looking at your watch. What I want you to do is twist to one side, but keep looking at your watch. So you're not going to twist your hips. The hips are going to remain pointing straight ahead. You're going to twist the upper body, twist the shoulders and your upper body. So you're going to move from one side of the room back to the center and now over to the other side of the room, looking at your watch the whole time. So let's take a breath in, breath out and twist. That's 1. Breath in as you come to the center, breath out as you go to the other side. 2. Breath in and 3. Breath in and 4. Breath in and 5. Breath in and 6. Breath in and 7. Breath in 8. Breath in 9. Keep twisting around as far as you can. That's 10. Breath in 11. Breath in 12. Breath in 13. Breath in 14. Breath in 15. In 16. 17. 18. Keep sitting up tall. 19. 20 and relax. Okay, let's grab that skipping rope. We're going to do 20 seconds skip. All right, take a breather if you need to. Otherwise, let's keep that heart rate up. Let's keep working. We should be nice and warm now. Grab hold of the skipping rope. It's 20 seconds, either upper body, lower body, or both. Your call. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and relax. Right, we're halfway there. Okay, let's move on to the next little cycle. Upper body, lower body, core, and cardio. So shoulder press, okay, reaching up towards the ceiling. So again, what have we got here? There's some dumbbells lying there. I've got a couple of tins lying there. I could use those. All right, they're tins of tomatoes. They're about half a kilogram each, so about a pound. Get 2 juice bottles, okay, that's a litre, so that's a kilogram, so it's about 2.2 pounds. So 2 the same. I'm just using body weight, okay, I'm just working the joint. I'm not worried about building muscle with this at the moment. I just want to work the joint. But if you can, get 2 items the same that you've got a nice grip with, okay? So what the movement's going to look with, again, sitting back supported or sitting up in front supported. Shoulders back, chest open, spine long and strong, okay? So I'm going to start here with my palms facing me, all right? And I'm going to reach up to the sky, palms facing forward. Back down, palms facing me, reach to the sky, palms facing forward. Now don't get too worried about the twist, the little twist, palms facing you, palms facing away. As long as you're reaching up to the sky, and ideally what you want to do is both arms reaching as high as each other, okay? That's what you want to go for. So stretch up, that full range of movement. Don't hurt yourself, but stretch up as high as you can. Feel the stretch in your back, okay? Working the shoulders and the back as well. So let's sit up tall, shoulders back, chest open, hands in front of you, palms facing you. Breath in, breath out, and reach. 1. Breath in as you lower, breath out as you reach. 2. Breath in as you lower, breath out as you reach. 3, 4, 5, big reach. 6, sit up tall. 7, up as high as possible. 8, 9, 10, and relax. Really well done. So working the shoulders and the upper back as well. And if you're sitting forward in the chair, working the core as well. Brilliant. Okay, so let's move on to the lower legs. So we're going to work the quad. Okay, so we warmed this up earlier on when we're doing the little knee extension onto your heel. So you can do that, or we can take a little step further. So either sitting up tall, what I want you to do is we're going to focus on one side at a time. I want you to extend the leg out as straight as you can manage, and this big muscle up here at the top of your leg, the quad muscle, I want you to feel it get nice and tight, all right? And then back down and relax. Foot on the floor, or if you want, you can hover the foot. So we're either going to do this sitting forward, perching this at the edge of the chair, back long and strong, hands across our chest, or that same position, you can use your hands on the armrest to support you if you want, okay? Or sit back into your chair. So there's an option there for everybody, okay? Sit back into your chair, use your hands to support you if you want. So we're going to do 10 on one side, have a little break, 10 on the other. So if you can, you're going to try not to let the foot touch the floor. If you need to, that's perfect, okay? Maybe you might progress onto that in the weeks ahead. So up tall, shoulders back, chest open, breath in, breath out, and reach. Feel that big quad muscle squeeze. Bring it back in, breath out, and squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So stretch out to an angle that you're comfortable with. 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Foot down. So again, use your hands for support if you want to, okay? Sit up tall with your back supported, okay? You might find it a little bit more secure, whatever works for you, okay? Let's move to the right. Let's lift that leg up into the air, and up we go. 1, 2, breath in, breath out as you reach. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, keep going, 10, and relax. Perfect. Let's hit the core. So we're going to do sit-ups in a chair, all right? Kind of invented this morning myself, all right? So I'm just going to turn slightly to the side here so you can see what's happening. So ideally what you want to be able to lift yourself away from the support of the chair. So you want to scoot yourself slightly forward so you're supporting your own back, okay? That's ideally what you'd like to do. So if you look at me sideways on there, the chair is not supporting my back, okay? So what I can do if I want is I can hold on to the handles here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach back, and what I want to do is I want to get between my shoulders, across my shoulders and between my shoulder blades to touch the back of the chair. So it's going to look something like this. I'm going to rock back, touch, and come forward. But all the while I'm sitting up tall, my spine is long and strong. So find a little angle that suits you, go back, you'll feel those tummy muscles working, and then sit up tall. So you're not looking for the middle of your back or the lower back to touch the chair. What you want to touch the chair is the upper back across your shoulders. So if you want to progress it, maybe sit a little bit further forward in your chair, okay? Further forward. Hands across your chest if you want, or hold on to the arms. So we're going to reach back, touch the chair, and forward. There's 1. 2. So you get the idea. So we're doing a setup from a seated position. Let's go for 20 of these. So 18 more. Let's go. 3. Keep your back straight. 4. Reach back till you feel your shoulders touch the chair. 5. 6. If you want to make things easier, scoot your bum back in the chair. You want to progress a little bit more, scooch forward in the chair. That's 9. 10. Keep your back strong and long. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19, 20, and relax. Brilliant. Grab that skipping rope. Let's go for a 20-second skip. When you're ready, 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Brilliant. All right, we've got one more round to go. All right, 4 exercises and that's us done. So I'm sure we're all pretty warm here now. All right, let's go to the upper body. Arm rows, okay? Arm rows, or anybody that's training in the gym might call this a face pull, okay? So it's going to look something like this. Change the little angle here. So I'm going to reach out in front with both hands. Again, back supported or perched up in the front of the chair. So reaching out with both hands. What I want you to imagine now, you've got 2 ropes in each hand, or 2 elastic bands in each hand, and you're going to pull those bands back, all the way back, driving the elbows behind you. Get a squeeze between your shoulder blades. So don't worry about how high the elbows go. Just try to get them up as high as you're comfortable with, even if they're down here somewhere, and then reach down here somewhere. So get an angle that you're comfortable with. I want you to get that squeeze between your shoulder blades, but keep your back long and strong. So reach out in front. We're going to go for 10 of these and pull. That's 1. Breath in, breath out. 2. Breath in as you reach, breath out as you pull. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. And relax. Really, really well done. So let's go for the lower body. Okay, so again, back supported or perched up in your chair. So what I want you to do here is one foot stays flat on the floor underneath you, okay? Ankle underneath your knee, probably as you're sitting right now. Take the other leg. I want you to straighten it out in front of you. So get yourself up as far forward in the chair as you're comfortable with, okay? As long as you still feel safe and secure. So at the moment, I've got one leg that's virtually straight, heel on the floor, and the other leg, foot is completely flat on the floor, ankle underneath my knee. So one foot flat on the floor, the other leg extended out in front, just the heel touching the floor. I'm going to sit up nice and tall, and what I'm going to do is bring my chest forward towards my knees. And you should feel your hamstring, which is the long muscle at the back of your leg. You should feel that start to tighten. So we're working the muscle at the back of your legs. We've done the front, now we're working the muscle at the back of the legs. Alright, so little hamstring exercise. So sit up tall, don't curve your spine. You want to keep your spine nice and straight. You're bringing your chest towards your knees. So breath in, breath out and reach. 1. Up tall. 2. So the movement should come from the hips. 4. Up tall. 5. Keep reaching till you feel that little stretch coming up the back of your leg. 7. Bringing your chest towards your knees. 8. 9. 10. And we'll swap over. Alright, so one foot directly underneath your knee, the other leg extended, heel supported on the floor. Let's go for 10 of these. So if you wanted to challenge yourself, if you're feeling comfortable with this, got good balance, you could take one of your weights, a little kettlebell, your little bag of weights, pair of runners, whatever, and you could cuddle it, alright? Have it here at your chest, just to bring a little bit of increased resistance to it, so increasing the level of resistance training. Let's go for 10 on the other side. Breath in, breath out. 1, 2. So you want to feel that stretch up the back of your straight leg. 4, keep your back straight, movement from the hips. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Okay, so we've done the upper body, we've done the lower body, let's hit the core, and we'll finish with a skip. So for the core, we're going to do the little side lean. So all I want you to do, turn the chair facing forward. We're sitting up tall, back supported, perched at the front of the chair. So hands across your shoulders if you want, or holding on to the armrest, whatever works for you, or even arms out to the sides. But what we're going to do is sit up nice and tall, and we're going to lean to the side. But here's the most important part. Feel your glutes on the chair at the moment, okay? Feel both glutes on the chair at the moment. So when you lean to the side, I want you to keep both glutes in contact with the chair. So what I mean by that is, when I lean to my left, I don't want my right glute to lift off the chair. I want it to stay in contact. I want the pressure to be the same. So the movement's actually coming from my spine, okay? So I don't want one glute to lift up off the chair and back down, the other side glute lift on. Both glutes to stay perfectly flat on the chair. So we're going to do 20. 10 left, 10 right, but we'll alternate. So sit up nice and tall, lengthen that spine, good and strong, and lean, stretch the spine, back up, that's 1, and lean, that's 2. So breath in, breath out, 3, breath in, breath out, 4. So concentrate those glutes, keeping the glutes in contact with the chair all the time. Don't let your glute lift from the chair as you reach, that's 10. 11, get over as far as you can, as far as you're comfortable with. 18, feel a nice stretch, 14, that's 15, nice stretch into your spine. 16, using those core muscles to straighten you back up. 17, 18, 19, 20, and relax. Last time, gather up that skipping rope, just for 20 seconds skip. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, nearly there, 17, 18, 19, 20, and relax. Brilliant, everybody, really, really well done. All right, tough little class, okay? So as I say, work to your own ability. This is open to absolutely everybody, okay? So anybody's doing my usual classes, I challenge you to give this a go, okay? Gather up some weights or resistance bands or whatever goodies you can find around the house like I have here. Challenge you to give that a go there, because I'm really, really sure you'll enjoy it and you'll work up a sweat. Alright, so hope you all enjoyed it. Look around the house. You don't need expensive equipment. I know equipment is really, really hard to get at the moment, okay? You know, I've got tins, plastic bottles, plastic bags, okay, with stuff inside the plastic bags. That turns into weight, so you don't need fancy equipment. Work to your own level, your own ability. Take rest whenever you need to, okay? You want to speed things up from a cardiovascular point of view. Sorry, if you want to work cardiovascular a little bit more, speed things up. You want to work your muscles a little bit more, bring a little bit of resistance training. That's where the bags would come in, or the weight would come in. Hope you enjoyed that. Remember to comment, like, and share this across all your social media platforms. I really, really appreciate it. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you next Wednesday night at 7:30. Take care.